மக்களே வணக்கம், வெல்கம். இது கோல் குவிஸ் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ். நான் உங்கள் டிஎன்ஆர். நீங்க எல்லாரும் பல நாளா கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தீங்க. ஆகாஷ் சாங்வானா கூப்பிட்டு வாங்க. போன சீசன்ல கலக்குனாரு நம்ம டீமுக்காக அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்களுக்காக ஆகாஷ் சாங்வானா கூப்பிட்டு வந்திருக்கோம். ஆகாஷ், thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure having you with us.
Oh, it's a pleasure for myself as well to be here with you guys.
Akash, fans of Goal Quiz Sports have been asking me for many days, bring Akash to our channel. We want to watch his interview. So it's a dream come true for many of our fans.
Okay. I appreciate each and every one of them, and I'm really grateful to be here and for them to support me the way they have supported me. So, yes, thank
Fantastic, fantastic. Akash, let's start off with some personal questions. Please tell us about your family. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? Something about your parents and your siblings.
Yeah, so I was born in a city called Jeend in Haryana, and I was very young when we shifted to Bhiwani. It's another city in Haryana, and most of my childhood was there. Like till 10th standard, I was living in Bhiwani, and in 11th standard, my family decided to move to Chandigarh, and then we shifted to Chandigarh, and I did my 11th and 12th, and then my graduation from Chandigarh, and like since 11th, most of my time I have spent in Chandigarh only.
Okay, Akash, what about your parents? What's your father? Where is he working, by the way?
So my father is in business, and they have shifted back to Bhiwani. So he lives in Bhiwani, and he does his all his work in Bhiwani only.
Okay, how many siblings do you have, Akash?
So I have 2 older brothers. So we are 3. I'm the youngest one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you are the pampered guy in the family.
I wouldn't say that, but yes, you can. Like most people assume that only.
Okay. Akash, I also came to know that your brothers also play football. Are they still playing?
Uh, so the oldest one, he left at very early. So we start in the first year he left football, but the middle one we played together for a lot of time, for many years, and recently, like 3-4 years ago only, he stopped pursuing the dream of becoming a footballer, and he just shifted his path.
So you are
Now,
shouldering the family responsibility on your on you.
no, so see, I have the least responsibility because I am the youngest one, and I feel. But yes, everyone supports me, and they don't expect me to take care of them. So it's easy
Okay.
for me.
Who is the best player in the family? You or your elder brothers?
So for me, I am the best. Seriously, if it's my personal view, but yes, some of my friends, like me and my middle brother, who was pursuing football for a very long time, we have common friends because we both spend most of our time in football. My friends, they have they they have different opinions. Some like him more. Some
Okay. Maybe they could be teasing you, saying that your brother used to play better or something like that.
he was really good. He was really good. So
Okay.
I can't just push it out of the window that he's like playing
Okay, all
all
in
this easily.
okay, all in the family. And Akash, I also heard you speak about your father's passion for football. You had said that it was your father who kept motivating you to play football. Please tell us about his passion for the beautiful game.
So, like his passion is not so much of football, but like it's more physical fitness, right? So he wanted us to be in sports because uh, he always see physical fitness as something very important. So he used to wake us up at 4, and in the like when he used to wake us at 4 a.m. and just say go to the stadium, do some running, make some sprints, and don't come back until or unless you have done that. So that thing really gave us that discipline, me and my brothers also, to push through the hard work, to push ourselves and do the hard work that it takes for someone to become successful. successful in any field. So yes,
And
his passion was important for us.
And Chennai FC fans must thank your father for
Yes.
inspiring you to become a sports person, and you are an asset for Chennai FC. That's what many fans have been saying in the comment section. Akash, Janik Raman is saying, "I'm a huge fan of Akash. Go well. I wish he plays for Chennai FC for many more years." Somebody said, "No, you are the Roberto Carlos of Chennai FC or Indian Super League." So many
Well,
fans joined this live interaction.
I'm grateful for them, and like being not compared to, but giving me this name, I appreciate it a lot.
See, I was not joking. I didn't make it up. You can see the comment, Indian Roberto Carlos.
Yes, yes.
And Akash, as soon as I heard that we would be coming to our Gold Quiz Sports for the live interaction, one question which I wanted to ask you: how come football? Because when you think of Haryana, boxers, kabaddi players, and wrestlers, and the place you come from, Bhiwani is known for boxing. So how did you choose football? You were the odd man out.
So for that also, I thank my family, because my brothers used to like football more than any other sport, and my father also likes football more than other sports. So that's why like he he really asked us to go and join the football team in the stadium, go and join the football practice in the stadium. So that's what we did, because we couldn't go against his word. He was very strict as well. So yeah, so for that you have to thank my family.
Okay. Once again, your father is the reason. And Akash, is there support for football in Haryana? Because we know Haryana is a a great state for all sports. What
Mhm.
about football? Football ecosystem in Haryana.
For football, the system is not that good, because we don't have those many fields, and then we don't have so many good coaches and academies. Like when you compare football to boxing or wrestling, it the difference is so much, and that's why the results are also very far apart. So in boxing we have so many amazing players, and the results have been really positive there. But for football, it's not that well, and that's why I think we lack the number of players, Haryanvi players in ISL or in I League, because we don't have that grassroots, grassroots system in place.
Okay. I hope your success inspires many more youngsters to take up football in Haryana.
So I hope that too, and I wish that there's a better system in place, like the government do something about it, so that the players who really want to pursue football, they can at least they have a chance of making it.
Okay, I do kabaddi commentary as well. In
Ah,
kabaddi, every team has only Haryana players. The Tamil Talaivas or you take any team. So did you play kabaddi or wrestling in your younger days, in your school days?
No, so I never played. I've never played wrestling or kabaddi, but you see a lot of kabaddi and wrestling in Haryana. So
Okay.
right next to our football field, there's a wrestling ring and arena. What do you call it? The Sangwan, and you can see, like, for such a small field, there are so many players who want to do wrestling rather than playing football. That has a big field, so you see a
Okay.
lot of crowd there rather than seeing a crowd in football.
Okay, we are happy that no, you chose football, not kabaddi or wrestling, because Chennai FC have got a wonderful player on the left. Okay,
Thank
let's come down to serious business. That is the last season for Chennai FC in the Indian Super League. Akash, of course, Chennai FC didn't have a great season, could not achieve their objective of qualifying for the playoffs. But you had a fabulous season in your very first season in the ISL. You stood out with your confident performance as a left back. You gave 5 assists. Did you ever
you.
imagine that your first season was going to be so successful?
So I stopped, fantasizing about all these things a few years ago, when I realized that you can't really plan the way your season goes. Like, you can't plan it. The only thing you can do is be confident and give your best, and then hope for the best result possible, right? Because football is a team game. You can't just go and say that this is today, this is what I'm going to do in the field, and I'm going to score 2 goals and I'm going to get 1 assist, and this is not how football works. And that this is what I realized a few years ago, and since that time I really stopped fantasizing about the results and more like working towards them. And yes, so it was a really good season for me. I'm grateful for it. And like I told you, I didn't fantasize about being good, or I just worked for it, and I think
Okay.
for in my favor this time.
Akash, what I liked about your performance, because I was doing commentary for many of the Chennai FC matches, your
Mhm.
confidence on the ball, your maturity. It didn't look like it was your first season in the ISL. Did you do any special work to be so calm, to be so matured on the field?
So for this, I think it's the way someone thinks, like the things in life, how you see life. So this is how I see life. I see life as, how can you say, like, it's a very complicated.
Okay. No, he is, to put it in other words,
Mhm.
is your age a factor? Because you are 27. Many people start off very early, 19, 20. So does that give you, your age, give you maturity, some calmness?
For sure. Like all these years in I League, like I played 4 5 seasons in I League. All those games, that time, that thinking time, those analyzing, those introspection, that is something that made me calmer day by day, day by day, day by day. Because you can't just let a downfall, ruin yourself. So you have to, in football, you go through all these ups and downs, and the more the time you go through them, the better you are with them, better you are dealing with them. So yes, all these, my age is surely a factor.
Okay.
Because I can imagine coming to ISL, if someone comes to ISL at age of 20, and him, like it would be really hard for him, to deal with the new
Okay.
players, the better players. Yes.
Okay, I understand. Akash, there have been some 15, 20 questions on your preferred position. So many people are asking, you've been so good in creating chances, in whipping up crosses. Would you like to play as a winger or a wing back or a left back? But in your interview to Chennai FC YouTube channel, you said you prefer to play as a central midfielder. So lots of options for you. Any change of mind now?
No, no. So for now, I'll stick to my position, and that is left back. But yes, in future, I see myself. I this is the only thing that I fantasize about when you ask me. I fantasize about playing
Nothing
in the,
wrong. Nothing wrong. Please
yes.
fantasize.
I fantasize about playing in the midfield when I'm like 32, 33, maybe 4 5 years down the line, and play in the midfield and show how because I feel in the midfield you can really show how smart of a player you are, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
when I see Thapa, I literally go crazy. So I see him in training, the things they do, or other players like Julius Duker. I see him, the smart things that they have to do, because in the midfield there's so much to do, right? Seriously. So that is something that I fantasize about. But for now, I'll stick to left back because I do enjoy playing as a left back, and it's as important as playing as a midfield, because in football you can't just play 11 midfielders, right?
And I also like the fact, Akash, that your frankness in assessing your game. In that interview, you had said you don't have a lot of pace to play as a
Mm.
winger. And without pace, you can play as a central midfielder. Is that a reason for your not wanting to play as a winger, outright winger?
So, like this is the reason why I don't want to be a winger, because when I imagine a really effective winger, when I talk about a really effective winger, I see him as fast. I see him someone who's really good with changing directions, someone who's direct, and I don't see those things in myself. I I take my time with the ball. I'm really good with passing quickly, making 1-2s. I am good at those things. I will not say that I'm not good at those things, but I'm not a fast player. So even in the training, when someone fast comes on my side, let's say Vinci or Nintoy, I'm on my guard. I'm seriously on my guard. I always try to give myself some space so that they don't beat me with pace, because when someone beats you with pace, you can't do anything. So if they hit the ball 10-15 meters and they just run beside you and cross the ball, it's very hard.
You
I'm always on guard when it comes to pace, and that's the only reason why I don't like to play as a winger, because
Your
I don't have.
frankness is refreshing, Akash. It is really refreshing to hear a young man to be so frank about your own game. It's really fantastic. And lots of fans are asking you about your chemistry with Sliskovic. They've given him some fantastic assists. What about the chemistry? I mean, how did you develop it?
So I think both of our plus like positive points, both of our strengths, they sync. Like so, if I'm a good crosser. Someone who is good with the header would really sync well with me, right? And I think this is the reason why I think I provided him 3 assists this season, but many chances as well where I crossed and he was on the other end of it. So I think because his greatest strength is his header, and his size, his header, his precision with his header. And my strength this season was that I provided some really good crosses, I created some chances, and that was I feel that was the reason behind it. That we just these two strengths they sync. Right?
And Akash, you are a fantastic team player. When the team required you to be on the right side as a right back in a match against in a crucial match against FC Goa, you did well as a right back. So, are you ready to play as a right back also if situation demanded, even though if you were a left-footed player?
Situation demanded, and the coach put me as a center back. I would love to play there. I'll not say I'll be the best center back there. I'll be the best center back at that point, but I'll try to do my best in that situation at that given time, because you can't have everything the way you want it. So yes, if the coach would love to play me on the right, I would play on the right. I would try to do my best on the right, whatever the at best is.
Great. Akash, we have got 5 more minutes, so I have many more questions. So
Please.
the next is, were you disappointed not to make it to the Indian team? Because many people thought you would make it to the Indian team after a fabulous season in the Indian Super League.
See, I can't really say I was disappointed, because yes, I had a great season, but maybe that wasn't enough for the head coach to put me in the team, because Aakash Mishra, he have had multiple great seasons in ISL, right? So choosing me over Aakash Mishra is, for me also, it would be very hard, or choosing me over Roshan, because Roshan is also very good with the ball and he have been in the Indian team, and it was such a short camp, right? It was such a short. You can't really even the head coach said this thing, right? It was such a short camp, so you can't really take those chances at the moment. And maybe so the only thing that I took away from this situation was that I have to be better to be in the Indian team. Like I have to perform better. See, because Indian team can only have every team can only have a certain amount of players, and if you don't make it in those certain amount of players, then you have to be better from the player that you are. So that's the only way you get into.
But I'm sure in the near future, the Indian team will have 2 Akash or as on the left wing as a left back. I'm sure it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Of course, I would love that too, but let's see what happens.
Okay. And what about Super Cup, Akash? How pumped up is the team? What are our chances? It is one question many fans would like to know: the mentality of the team, the motivation of the team.
Yeah, so the team really wants to get something out of the Super Cup, because our season haven't been that good. But like even in the Durand Cup, we only went till quarterfinals. In the season, we didn't make it to the top 6, and now Super Cup is another chance for us to do something for the club. Seriously, get some fruit out of this season. So the team, everyone in the team is hyped up. Everyone wants to do good and hopefully, get the trophy. And like that's the only thing we are aiming for. We won't be satisfied just going to the semifinals. So we just want to go all the way. So let's hope that we do that.
Okay, okay. And Akash, how much do you enjoy playing under Thomas Bredaric? You have spent a season with the German coach. What is special about him?
Well, I actually really like every day on the field. I'm not speaking about playing under Thomas Bredaric. I just love football. Like it's the best thing. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. Like that's the time that I enjoy the most. If I don't train even a single day, the day doesn't feel that right. And playing under Thomas Budvarich, training under him it's very, it's very demanding. It's very passionate. So I also love that. I like when things are demanding in the training sessions because that's what pushes you and challenges you every day. So I'm really enjoying. I really enjoyed this season playing under him, and I also saw the growth that I have had under him. So I'm really grateful for that as well.
Thank you, thank you. And Akash, I have a set of short questions, that is rapid fire questions. Short answers, please. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Okay, left-footed player like you. Funniest Chennai FC player that is in the current team.
Jackson.
Oh, okay, Jackson
Yeah,
Doss. I
Jackson.
thought it would be Edwin. Your best buddy in the team, best friend in the team,
Sajid.
Sajid.
Yes,
Is
Sajid.
Thomas Bredaric funny? Can he be funny, the chief coach?
Sometimes, like sometimes.
Okay, okay. Has Edwin taught you any Tamil word?
He tried, but I didn't really learn them. But yes, Edwin is another guy who's really funny. Like really good to be around with.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Everybody, lots of players say that from his I
Yes.
League times. And have you watched any Tamil movie, by the way?
Sorry, no, but I did not. I did not.
Okay, who is your favorite actor, by the way, in India?
Who's my favorite actor?
Yeah.
So it was Irfan Khan.
Okay.
Yes, but
It's
unfortunately,
no more, right? What a fabulous actor he was.
he was amazing. So I really loved him.
Okay, your tastes are really good. And what about your favorite international football player?
Uh, it's really hard for me to tell because I am a left back and I like watching Gundogan a lot. So I see Gundogan a lot.
Okay, okay. And what about your favorite player in the Indian Super League?
Indian Super League.
Yeah.
So for me, it's Sandesh Jingan.
Okay, okay. Fantastic. He had a great season last year. And Akash, you're fabulous. I really wish we had more time to talk to you because
Same,
you
because I was
you
really
you speak really well, and we didn't have much time. A couple of final questions. A few words on LK, because people, fans of Chennai FC, love him to bits for his magic. What do you think about him? I mean, you have been practicing with him regularly.
well. So I can only wish for it, but I wish the fans, they could see the training sessions because the things, some of the things that he do in training session, it's amazing. It's mind blowing. Seriously, it's like you would be like shocked to see like what is he even doing? Like if is it even challenging for him here? Sometimes I feel that. And as a person, he's a real leader in the team. So he will always keep you on your toes. If you're not doing enough, he'll make sure to tell you that. So yeah, he's a good leader and an amazing player.
Fantastic. Final question. Your words to our fans, Chennai FC fans, as well as Goal Quiz Sports fans. Of course, they are also Chennai FC fans.
So I can only show my gratefulness towards them. Like I'm really grateful for the way they support me or the team and the team because they have like I didn't hear a single negative comment throughout the season regarding me towards the team. I obviously they did some like they have to be honest with us so that we can push right. but I love the way they support the team. It's like I don't feel that pressure, that pressure that if I make a mistake, I'll get that backlash. But yes, so I'm really grateful for that.
Fantastic, Aakash. Nice talking to you. I really do wish you stay back with Chennai FC for as many years as possible. You are a leader. You have that leadership quality in you. And I wish you all the best for the Super Cup and
Thank you.
for all your future endeavors. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Have a good day.
Yeah. Take care. Bye. மக்களே, தேங்க்யூ. ஆகாஷ் வந்து ரொம்ப சிறப்பா பேசுறாரு. அவர் இன்னும் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம், இன்னும் ஒரு அரை மணி நேரம் இருந்தா கூட நம்மளுக்கு மகிழ்ச்சியா இருக்கும்னு நினைச்சேன். பட் வந்து அவர் வந்து 12:30க்கு ஒரு மீட்டிங் இருக்கு. அதுக்கு அவர் கிளம்ப வேண்டியதாயிடுச்சு. எல் கயாத்தியோடைய ஒரு அந்த ட்ரைனிங் செஷன் பத்தி பேசினாரு. இது மேஜிக் அப்படின்னாரு. அதாவது அவர் பண்ற விஷயம்லாம் பார்த்தா அன்பிலியபிளா இருக்கும். மேட்சை விட அவர் வந்து ட்ரைனிங் செஷன்ல நிறைய வித்தைகள் காமிப்பாருன்னு சென்னை எஃப்சி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் வந்து ஒரு ட்ரைனிங் செஷன் நம்ம ஃபேன்ஸுக்காகவே ஒதுக்கி வைக்கலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். எல்கேஆர்டி மேஜிக்கை நம்மளும் பார்த்து என்ஜாய் பண்ணலாம். சாரி, உங்கள்கிட்ட நிறைய கொஸ்டின்ஸ் இருந்திருக்கும், நிறைய கேட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு 25 நிமிஷம் தான் இருந்தது, அதுக்குள்ளார கேட்க வேண்டிய கேள்வி எல்லாத்தையும் கேட்டாச்சு. இன்னும் இருக்கு, ஏன்னா ஆகாஷ் இஸ் ஒண்டர்ஃபுல் கான்வர்சேஷனலிஸ்ட். ஒரு 1 hour உட்காந்து அவர்கிட்ட பேசலாம். மேபி இன்னொரு அக்கேஷன் நம்ம வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சதுன்னா நிச்சயமா நம்ம ஆகாஷ் கிட்ட பேசுவோம். சனிக்கிழமை 12 மணி, நிறைய பேர் வேலையில இருந்திருப்பீங்க, வெளியில இருந்திருப்பீங்க. இருந்தாலும் 100 பேருக்கு மேல வந்து பார்த்துருக்கீங்க. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி. அதுக்கப்புறம் சென்னை எஃப்சி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்டுக்கும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றி. ஏன்னா அவங்க இந்த இன்டர்வியூக்கு பெர்மிஷன் கொடுத்து அப்புறம் சூப்பர் கப்புக்கு கிளம்பணும், மீட்டிங்லாம் இருக்கு. இதெல்லாம் இருக்கும்போது அவங்க வந்து பிளேயரை வந்து நம்ம இன்டர்வியூக்கு அனுப்புனாங்க. நன்றி. அப்புறம் என்ன வேற ஏதாவது கேட்குறீங்க? எட்வினை கூப்பிடுங்கன்னு விக்னேஷ் சொல்லியிருக்காரு. நிச்சயமா ரொம்ப நல்லா பேசுறாரு, ரொம்ப ஆனஸ்டா பேசுறாரு. அதனால வந்து எனக்கு ஒரு ஒரு லாங் இன்டர்வியூவே பண்ணணும்னு எனக்கு தோணுது. விக்னேஷ் வந்து ஏன் டீம் வந்து பிளே ஆஃப் போகல அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. நான் வந்து பழசை பத்தி பேச வேண்டாம்னு தான் விட்டேன். இப்போ அடுத்தது சூப்பர் கப்ல போய் நல்லா பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிறது. வாட் வென்ட் ராங்கிறது நம்மளுக்கே தெரிஞ்சது. நிறைய சான்ஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ணணும், கோல் அடிக்கல. ஓகேவா? டிஃபென்ஸ் ஈவன் ஆகாஷை கேட்டா கூட அவருடைய டிஃபென்ஸ் இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லுவாரு. எல்கேஆர்டி பத்தி கேளுங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்க, கேட்டாச்சு. ஓகே, முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு நீங்க அனுப்பின கேள்விலாம் கேட்டேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ரொம்ப ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சி. அண்ட் வி மஸ்ட் தேங்க் ஆகாஷ் சங்வான் ஃபார் பீயிங் ஸோ கிரேஷியஸ். ஏன்னா கேட்ட கேள்விலாம் ரொம்ப சின்சியரா, ரொம்ப ஒரு கமிட்டடா ஆன்சர் பண்ணார். அவர் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் மாதிரியே இருந்தது, சூப்பர்பா. ஓகே, இப்போ சூப்பர் கப் இன்னைக்கு ஆரம்பிக்க போகுது. 5 மணிக்கு ஸ்ரீநிதி டெக்கனும் பெங்களூர் எஃப்சி மோத போகிறாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் 8:30 மணிக்கு ரவுண்ட் கிளாஸ் பஞ்சாபும் இவங்களும் மோத போகிறாங்க. கேரளா பிளாஸ்டர்ஸும் பார்த்து என்ஜாய் பண்ணுங்கள். நம்மளும் தொடர்ந்து லைவ் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸை நடத்திக்கிட்டே இருப்போம். ஏன்னா சூப்பர் கப்புங்கிறது நமக்கு ஒரு முக்கியமான டோர்னமெண்ட்டு. சென்னை எஃப்சியோடைய பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ் பற்றியும் பேசிகிட்டே இருப்போம். Until we meet again, this is TNR signing off. Love you. Take care.